Are you too thirsty from walking through the wastes of Vegas because you have to walk from one side of the map to the next? Well, I've got you covered today with some flyable vehicles and actual motorcycle mods that will allow you to drive around the wasteland. You will no longer need to pop those blisters on your toes because now you'll be driving vehicles throughout the wasteland with no problem at all. Just remember though, make sure you don't drink too much alcohol on this trip, because your player character may become too drunk to be able to drive the vehicles correctly, and you may be able to just fly off a cliff edge. For all of you who want to roleplay as a police officer, I've got you covered with the Drivable Nevada Highway Patrol Car by Jamar. And pretty much this will give you a drivable police car in Fallout New Vegas. And it's as simple as that. You pretty much just go to one of the patrol stations and you will find it located just outside the building. And it's a pretty neat little police car. As you can see, it's pretty quick. And it's got a pretty decent armor rating on the actual vehicle. As you can see, it's pretty much beefed up on the left side of the counter there. And it goes quite fast. Obviously, with most of the car mods, you can just run down enemies and they will go ragdolling and flying just like that powder gang of there. So yeah, it's a pretty decent police car mod, and it sadly does not have any actual lights or sirens on this vehicle, which is a shame. It would be nice if they added them on top of this mod. It would just give it that nice electric touch. But yeah, if you do want to roleplay as a police officer in Fallout New Vegas, like an old world one, you can do that now. And grab this nice little police car that actually looks pretty decent. Texture quality is not too bad on this thing. So now if you want to roleplay as a lawman taking down all the criminals in New Vegas, now you can do with this police car. Grab yourself a nice little police outfit and put those powder gangers away. Now for all you enjoyers of motorbikes, this mod will allow you to drive them. So pretty much this gives you a motorbike. All you need to do is go in your inventory and you'll have a motorcycle caller that will spawn them to your location. It's as simple as that. Get on the motorbike and you've got a bunch of options you can do, and it'll tell you exactly how to drive this thing. Now it'll allow you to turn into Ghost Rider and fly up into the heavens. This isn't what's meant to happen. As you can see, it's very broken, but once you get it working, it's pretty awesome. So now let's go skydiving. Just so you know, this thing is very, very loud, and when you've got all the mods working together, it works somewhat well. It's somewhat clunky, but it kind of gives it that little charm to it. When you're driving through the wasteland, it is bumping off the rocks, and your character kind of floats in the air like he's some messiah. But yeah, you've never seen a Soviet riding a motorbike before, but now you have with this mod. You don't get the armor included, but now with my character, it's a Soviet-style motorbiker. And yeah, it's a very decent, cool little mod. And yeah, as you can see, it's somewhat glitchy, but getting this thing to work is a bit pain in the arse. But if you want to go on the Nexus page, it will show you exactly how to download this mod. It's an oldie, but it's a bloody goldie. So yeah, this is the motorbike mod that is drivable for the play character. It's pretty awesome, and once you get it to work, it's a very decent little mod. And it does go quite well into Fallout New Vegas. Become a greasy biker today. This is HotRodin by Chad Nobok, and this will give you a cute little hot rod that you can whip about the Nevada desert in. And it looks like something out of Mad Max, and it fits perfectly into Fallout New Vegas. You will find it in the shack, just located in Good Springs, where the actual petrol station is. And it looks actually pretty awesome, and the text quality on this is pretty good as well. It's pretty rapid as well, so you can actually go quite fast in this thing. So all of these vehicles will use gas, so you need to find the fuel locations all the way across the map. And you will find 5 little locations where you can grab fuel cans so you can refill this baby. And yeah, you will find different locations where you can grab gas cans and fill this motherfucker up, and then you can drive all the way across Nevada. It looks pretty awesome. I do like the texture quality, like I said. And yeah, it does look pretty nice, and it's like a little cute little hot rod from something like Mad Max. Something it's pretty awesome. And now you can run down feeds or NCR or anyone you don't like in New Vegas. And as you can see, when you go into the actual boot, you can refuel it, you can tag on a marker, and you can actually store items in this thing. Most vehicle mods on the Nexus, you can actually do this. So yeah, it's a nice little addition to New Vegas, which goes very well into the game, and I do really like it. It's a nice little cute mobile that you can smash into these motherfuckers around the map in. And yeah, you can destroy and cause as much havoc as you like. Remember this beautiful machine from the old Fallout games? So pretty much it's the Drivable Highwayman from Fallout 2, now in Fallout New Vegas. You just need to come to the location on the map where the destroyed Highwayman is in this muck pool, and you just need to repair it. You will actually find a Fault 13 jumpsuit laying right beside it, just to give you that nice little reference to Fallout 2. As you can see, pick that bad boy up, And yeah, you can actually repair this thing. All you need to do is find something to repair it. There is 2 locations where you can grab something to repair it, but we're going to do a little bit of cheating just so we can grab this motherfucker and drive through the desert. So if you don't remember, this is a Highwayman from Fallout 2. And yeah, this thing is an absolute beast. For some reason, the boot wasn't shown. It was slightly invisible. You can see there's no boot there and it's just open. But yeah, the actual vehicle is absolutely incredible. The texture quality on this is absolutely insane as well. I'm pretty sure you can actually get a retexture for this. Since the actual vehicle is in base for Lightning Vegas, it's just destroyed and undrivable. So now I'm darting this thing around the actual lake area where all the sandstorms is, and it's absolutely rapid. And if you do like Fallout 2 references, you can get this thing, repair it up and drive it through the desert. And I absolutely adore this mod. I think it is my favorite of the vehicle mods. And yeah, it's absolutely insane, the speed on this thing. Unlike all the other vehicle mods, you will have to refuel it, and you can actually smash into enemies and make them ragdoll very, very far. So yeah, it's a very exceptional vehicle mod that I will also be keeping in my mod list because I absolutely love this thing, and it obviously fits quite well into Vegas since this vehicle was in Fallout 2 anyways. So it's a nice little callback to that game, and yeah, it looks pretty much exactly the same as that vehicle. Now you can become the Mad Max Road Warrior you've always wanted to be. Go and get your Mad Max uniform on, and you can just roleplay as him. 10 out of 10, I like it. If you like big chunky vehicles, this mod is right up your alley. This is Drivable Humvee by XPE 4D, and what this will do is give you a nice little Humvee that you can drive around the wastes, and pretty much you can actually decimate any enemy type with this vehicle. So I'm going through Freeside now, and I'm actually mowing down pretty much everyone, and it's an absolute tank. It does take a lot of damage for this thing to actually blow up, and yeah, as you can see, it absolutely smashes everyone in Freeside. And yeah, it's a nice vehicle if you just want to go on an absolute rampage and absolutely smash everyone up. Now those pesky Securitrons won't ask for a toll fill because all you need to do is just smash them down and get in through the strip for free. And any of those thugs that are causing you problems in Freeside, now you can just run those bastards down in this big ass Humvee and they'll never come up to you ever again. So yeah, it's a very decent mod, and if you do like big chunky militarized Humvees, grab this mod because I do like this, and if you are playing as an NCR character, I think it'll fit quite well. While searching through Camp Searchlight Airport, you come across a strange map.
The left rotor is starting to act up. I could fix the damage if I had the parts, but... Here.
So this guy asks you to repair his Vertibird, and while you do that, he pretty much takes off and crashes his thing straight into the dirt. Upon inspecting the crashed Vertibird, a robot appears outside of it.
Well, that certainly was something. I'm the co-pilot of this here Vertibird. Well, I was the co-pilot. Certainly. However, it's going to take a bit more than just 5 pounds of scrap this time. If you're interested.
He asks you to repair this thing again, and it takes a lot more electronics and scrap parts to repair this thing, and it's going to take a hell of a lot more time. So you're probably wondering, what is this mod? This is the flyable Vertibird player home, and to get this thing to work, you need to repair it twice, and then wait 7 days in-game, and you'll get a nice little notification left side of your screen saying it's repaired. All you need to do is go back to the Vertibird, and there's your player home, which is also flyable. So this is what it looks like inside. It's nice, it's cozy, and it's very well detailed. I do like the interior of this player home.
Down goes the prick!
So you can actually fly this thing, and it comes with 5 fat men, a bunch of Gatling laser bullets, and missiles, and you can pretty much just fly all over the map and absolutely decimate any enemy or foe. It's completely up to you. And as you can see, it's very well done, and I do like the actual flying controls in this thing. It's not very finicky at all, and you can pretty much, like I said, just fly anywhere you like to. As you can see, you've got a nice little health meter on the left side there, and on the right side you've got your actual ammo counter. So I'm going to show you exactly what this thing's like in action, and you do actually have a VATS mode where you can actually locate any of the enemy targets just in case you're a bit too high. So we'll go into the Camp Searchlight, and we're just going to take down these ghouls here, and it's extremely powerful. So if you are using the missiles and the fat men, you will pretty much just absolutely destroy anything in your path. And yeah, it's a very nice little addition to the game, and it does fit quite well because obviously, as you know, there is Vertibirds in Fallout. They're not playable, but with this mod now you can actually fly these Vertibirds around if you do want to play as like an NCR pilot or an Enclave pilot. It's completely up to you what you want to roleplay as. But even then, you can just fly this thing around Vegas if you just can't be bothered even fighting any enemies, and you can pretty much just travel one side of the map to the next, and also use it as a nice little play home for the play character. So as you can see, the VATS is activated, and you can pretty much outline any enemy so you can see them a lot better, because obviously if you're too high up, you won't be able to see them. So yeah, it's a very cool, nice little mod that gives you a nice little flammable play home for you and your friends to enjoy and explore the rest of Vegas. It does also come with a first person mode, so you can see your targets a lot better than using the third person option. But obviously, if you want to go in third person or first person, you now have that choice to do so. Remember the awesome jetpack you could get in GTA San Andreas? Now it's came to full out in New Vegas. This isn't a very old mod, but it looks absolutely amazing, and it's just very stupid at the same time. This thing spawns in your inventory as soon as you download this mod, and you can pretty much just fly anywhere you'd like. You do not have any weapons on this, so any weapon you are just actually carrying, you'll be able to fight any enemy type while flying this thing. So the actual sound is very loud, so you can probably get very annoyed by the sound of this thing because it is very jarring. So obviously if you are flying this thing around the map, it will hurt your ears. But now you won't have any problems facing any enemy in the game, because now you can just whiz and fly around them with ease using your favourite weapons and armour, so you can take these guys down simply by flying overhead. This thing uses fuel, so flamethrower fuel will be your actual thing that you need to recharge this thing with. So make sure you got a lot of that, because you don't want to plummet from the sky. Now these Deathclaws are running away from me, because now I am the Alpha Predator taking these motherfuckers down. They are scared of me, as you can see. They are all running away because now I'm a flying machine that is pretty much hunting them down. But don't think you're Tony Stark, because this thing will still take damage, and the play character too. Now this mod I won't really consider a vehicle mod, but in a way it kind of is. It's like a vehicle companion. So pretty much what this is, it's a mobile turret that actually plays as a companion as well. You need 80 repair skill to repair this thing. So you can either cheat, or if you'd be a whiz repair, you can do this straight away. You repair this thing and you can actually remote control it through your aid section on your play character's inventory. So yeah, this plays as an actual companion that will follow you around, and it's not very slow. It will actually catch up to you when you are sprinting, but then you can actually control this thing as well, which is a pretty neat little addition to this. So this is why I'm going to say it's somewhat of a vehicle mod, because you can actually control it through like a little gamepad thing. I'll show you exactly what I mean. And then you can control it, move around the world, and actually fire at enemies. The actual screen you're looking through, this little turnable screen, it's not really the greatest because you can't really see much in it, especially in the daylight. But yeah, you can actually fight enemies and shoot them down with this thing, and you can fully control it and probably drive it all the way to Vegas if you really wanted to. And if you really, really wanted to, you could gamble with this thing. You probably can't, but fuck it, let's have a go. But yeah, this thing's pretty powerful. It will take down pretty much most enemies fairly quickly with its laser turret. And if you do want to sneak into enemy encampments, you can use this thing instead of using your actual character, and then you can probably save a lot of health, especially if you're playing on a hardcore mode difficulty. It's a very cool little mod, so definitely check this one out. Next up, we've got remote-controlled explosive toy cars, just like the RCXDs from Black Ops. So yeah, pretty much you can just go to this guy here, you can purchase the controller and the cars, and they're not that expensive, and then you can actually use it as like a little rip-off of an RCXD from the Call of Duty game. So it's pretty powerful. It will bomb pretty much everything. There's a bunch of guys here, and it absolutely decimates all of these people in the region. I am scraping the bottom of the barrel here with these vehicle mods, because these are two little cool ones I do want to show off anyway, because they are pretty well done, and in a sense I guess they are a playable vehicle that you can actually use and drive. Anyways, cocksuckers, motherfuckers, that's all the playable vehicles, helicopters, planes, every fucking thing I can find on the Nexus that you can physically drive in game. They're pretty awesome. If you want to know how to use them without the Frontier, I will put a link in the description down below on how to do that, because you don't need to download the Frontier, but you can get an actual link on how to download it without the Frontier.